Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning into another episode of the Interrogation Room. Today we're with Officer Darren Lewis, who is our newest K-9 handler. Our newest officer, Bane, is not here right now, but we'll show you some clips later. So I'm just going to ask you a few questions. We're in the interrogation room today because you're going to get interrogated.
All right, let's get interrogated.
Tell me, first of all, just tell me about Bane.
So Bane is a 19-month-old all-black German Shepherd from the Czech Republic. He's extremely hyper. He's a high-strung dog, but most police dogs are, because he's dual purpose. So he has a high drive to want to work, but he's also got that tender side, loving side for the handler, for the bonding part of things too.
Sure. So. And tell me about what he's trained to do too.
So he is a dual purpose canine. So he will, on one side he does EOD things. So he basically sniffs for the presence of explosives is what he does. And on the other side he is a apprehension dog, and he does tracking also. So he does a wide variety of things.
Okay. What's his favorite toy?
So his favorite toy is a ball and a rope. And all he works for is that ball and a rope. So when we go, whether it's we're searching Memorial Stadium or we're searching State Farm Center, or I'm just training with him and doing rooms or vehicles, all he works for is to find the find we have out. And when he finds it and he alerts properly, then we reward him with the ball. If I'm tracking a bad guy, he doesn't know I'm tracking a bad guy. He just knows I'm going to go find my ball. Is what he's thinking. Yeah.
And this is all a game to him, right?
It's basically all a game, yeah. So he just wants to, when he gets out and he gets hooked, when I have him on leash, whether it's his pinch collar or his leather, he knows I'm going to go complete something, and my end result is I'm going to get my ball.
Yeah. And tell me about some of what you do with Bane right now.
We sweep Memorial Stadium before the football games. We meet, I think it's 3 or 3.5 hours before that. We sweep the stadium, and then during basketball season, we'll sweep State Farm Center. And then any other calls for service that they need us outside the community when we're on duty, we go to that too.
Tell me about why you wanted to be a K-9 handler.
The answer is, I don't really have a good answer for this. I honestly, when I got in this profession, I thought if the opportunity opened up to be a handler, I was just going to put in for it, because it's just something that's piqued my interest. I've actually been spoiled. I got to watch Doug for basically the first 10 years of my career with multiple dogs, and I just always thought it was interesting seeing his dogs work.
Are you a dog person?
Growing up, I had one dog, but my wife's family are big dog lovers, and they had Rottweilers, German Shepherds, things like that. So I've been around that aspect when I met my wife, and then when I was young, I just had a little Beagle Basset Hound. So
you take him home, but it's not like having a pet.
So I basically get home from work, and then I feed him, which is on shift about 1:30 in the morning, and then I'll get up in the morning and I'll take him out, bring him back in, interact with him, pet him, kind of just do some little things, and then put him up. And then throughout the day, I just check on him, go in and out, and then we load up and go to work. And then on my days off, I always try to work with him once a day on something, whether it's obedience or we do a track, just to try to get him out of the kennel to do something. So he enjoys my wife, but he doesn't care for my son or my stepdaughter at this point. So, but it'll be a work in progress, and it'll work out eventually. So, okay.
Can you feel, because a lot of K-9 handlers talk about the bond they have with the dog,
yeah.
And obviously you spend a lot of time with them, you're at home with them, you're at work with them.
Yeah.
So can you feel that bond developing? You've only had them for a few months now, but can you kind of feel that working in?
Yeah, I can. So I define our relationship as a brother-sister relationship. We both love each other, but we both butt heads, because he wants to be dominant at time, and then I'm the handler, so it's you can't do that. So we're constantly at times butting head, but the end result, we get along. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, from the time I met him, or when I first met him the first day, to the time I graduated the academy, I mean, every day you could just feel the trust. And then, since I've been out on my own now with him, you can just tell it's growing and growing and growing. And, this is a 10-year process, something along those lines. So it's just going to keep getting better and better and better. And, for where it's at now, I'm extremely pleased. We make a good team, and we just got to keep working to be the best team. Yep. So that's our goal.
Cool. That's all the questions I have for you. I know Bane's probably waiting for you to get back to him.
He sure
I'll
is,
let you get back to it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.